Well, praise God today. Power prayer warriors found such faith. This is Jesus's testimony about the centurion. The Bible records this centurion heard about Jesus. He heard about his miracles. He heard about healing, deliverance, salvation, even to the place where it's almost the Messiah, the promised one, the manifestation of the King of Israel. It's heavy. This centurion has a servant who's deathly ill and is on the verge of dying. And the centurion asks the religious people, the leaders, the elders, hey, go hit Jesus up for me. Ask him if he will come and heal my servant. And it's more like it was a request in the sense of, would you do it? And Jesus says, okay. So he starts heading towards where the centurion lives. And the centurion catches wind. He's on his way. He's coming. And then he sends his delegation of his people from his influence to Jesus and says, tell the master not to come to under my roof. I'm not worthy for you to come over to my house, but just say the word, speak the word, declare the healing. Just speak it out, because I understand power. I understand authority. I understand that this is the will of God. I understand this is what life is. God's blessing, God's power, God's healing, God's deliverance, God's salvation, God's authority, God's order, God's power, God's structure. I'm a centurion with authority, and I tell this guy, go, he goes. This one, come, he comes. My servant, do this, they do it. He goes, when you speak, things happen. That's how life is. That's the words that we come out of our mouths. The things we say have power, and they carry, an intended purpose. It's just not empty words being spoken. When we read in Deuteronomy, for my Lord, that was heavy. God's telling the children of Israel through Moses, I spoke to you face to face and manifested myself so you would know me. This is the key in victory. This is the key in experiencing all God has for us with faith, believing, trusting God. Our psalm says, let God arise and his enemies be scattered. When I read that, I can almost see when God was leading the children of Israel in the desert, and the cloud and the pillar of fire would rise and it would start to move. Not only did the Israelites see that, but his enemies. Not only, we're not really even paying attention for the most part, but I'll tell you who sees. Satan sees. The demons see. As a matter of fact, most of the time when Jesus walked into the synagogue, the first people to speak up were the demon possessed, if not the religious people, trying to, freaking out on Jesus. So let's have faith. The faith of this centurion. Jesus says, I have not seen such faith in all Israel. Today, let us be men and women with mountain moving faith, that God will bless our day. God will open doors and move in a special way.